Hi, everyone, and welcome to Live on Xbox for the week of April 21st. It's Easter Sunday. We still got a show to do, so we're doing it. I'm Sean.
And Austin's here.
And we're just here to update you guys on some of the stuff going on with Xbox. There was some big news coming out of Inside Xbox on Tuesday, and we're just going to catch up because some of it actually relates back to a show that we did not too long ago. So, Austin, how about you start us off?
Yeah, so I think it was on last Tuesday, on Inside Xbox, they announced the new all digital Xbox One S. So it has no disc drive. It's at $299 Canadian price point. It comes with Minecraft, Sea of Thieves, and Forza Horizon 3, as well as 3 months of Game Pass for $1. But there's some concerns that Sean and I have about this new console.
All right. So, as we talked about, that is exactly what we talked about last week, actually, with the discless Xbox, now known as the all
Down to the
edition.
exact announcement date, too. We even called it. I said maybe 3 weeks ago when we first reported it that I think it would be announced on Live on Xbox in April, and here we go. They did.
Yep. So we got the date right and pretty much all the details. So
I forgot to mention, it's coming out on May 7th.
Yeah, May 7th. Now, we got the price point right as well, which is unfortunate. It is priced at $299 Canadian. The unfortunate part about this is the Xbox One S with the disc is just as expensive as that one,
if not cheaper.
Yeah. So here in Canada, if you do manage to get your hands on just the Xbox itself, it does only cost $225. With the game, with the discless Xbox and games, the 1 terabyte edition costs $299. So what are you going to take? A limited Xbox with less hardware. You don't have your Blu-ray player. You don't have the choice to play discs. Are you going to take that over the exact same price for an Xbox One S with no disc drive and no Blu-ray?
Yeah, I was really worried, especially last week when we started talking about it, that the potential price. Well, now the official price kind of turned me off of it. When I first heard this idea that it would be in like a more like a cheaper Xbox, I was like, oh, that's perfect. Get more people using Xbox, and it's not everyone needs a disc player, right? So I was like, perfect. Cheaper, gets more people playing Xbox, and then I see the price, and I'm so confused. Even though they said that that it's supposed to be $50 cheaper than the other Xboxes when it's on sale, or at any point, even when it's on sale, it's still concerning. Because, like Sean said, because we could still buy the other one cheaper at this time.
Exactly. So I don't know. I'm hoping that there's going to be a surprise price drop on release day, but it is unlikely. But Microsoft is known for having sales constantly going on consoles. So this one, it is exciting because it does show that they are working on new hardware and new stuff. And it's a little bit of a glimpse into the future because I'm not expecting their next console to have a disc drive at all. And I think this is their little bit of a test run because it's a little cheaper for them to put this out than to risk an entire console.
Exactly. And along with this announcement of the new all-digital Xbox was the announcement of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, combining the Xbox Game Pass as well as Xbox Live Gold into one subscription for $14.99 a month. This is also something that we had reported on 2 weeks ago or something like that. And I think this is a really smart move.
Yeah, so that one was like, I wasn't expecting that to be announced I don't think I thought it was going to be announced Tuesday at the same time as the Xbox One all digital, but it does make sense. It was something I should have thought of before. If you're going to announce an all digital console, why not announce your all digital service?
Exactly. And we are coming up on the the 2-year anniversary of Game Pass. So I don't know if they have a release date for this new subscription, but I'm going to assume that it would be around, E3 and that anniversary date for Game Pass, that it'd probably be coming out. But that's a
Yeah.
very attractive price point.
Well, it's $14.99 US and $16.99 Canadian, I believe. So it does work out to be a very similar price as buying both subscriptions for a year separately. But this way, you have a choice of doing it monthly in case you don't want to have Game Pass the entire year.
Yeah. That's pretty much all the news for the Game Pass, but it's just, like I said, a very attractive price point.
Yeah, well, and then on Inside Xbox, Phil came out and talked about xCloud as well. He's been using it constantly. Um, and he says it's making its way and it's coming along. They are really now starting to really talk about xCloud in the public and getting it out there. And I fully believe that's because of Google Stadia.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, the Google presentation was a big thing, but I believe I don't know if it was Phil Spencer, but someone who's high up in Xbox said that they just don't have that Google just does not have the game library. So that's where xCloud is going to really take off, is with all the games they have.
Yeah, and Phil Spencer did make a point of saying that they are going to have these servers. They want servers close to the user, so it's not going to be like a couple servers per continent, but servers every here and there. He said he tried playing from Japan just to test the latency, and he was kind of just like, "Yeah, it worked, but we weren't close to the servers."
Yeah, and that's going to come along when it really picks up, is just building the infrastructure, right?
Yeah, exactly. And they don't want to roll out this product until that infrastructure is in place because, with something this risky, if people try it once and it's subpar, they're not going to want it.
Yeah, but let's be honest with the Japan thing. Japan has never really been a big Xbox user base, so I'm not going to see them having so many like
Well,
server.
they'll have servers nearby. That's what he was testing was the latency. So it's not a
Okay.
matter of traffic. He was testing how long it'd take, like what the reaction and response time was like from there. So
Okay, so moving on to the next news item here is we got some news about the Halo live action TV show.
yeah. So just a little bit after people starting to have doubts and worries because they had lost their showrunner. Things seem to be back on track.
Yeah, I think. Well, I'll just say the news and then we'll go on about that. But Pablo Schreiber, who is a Canadian-born actor, he's most well known for playing a role in Orange Is the New Black and the TV show American Gods. He's been in a couple movies here and there. He's going to be playing Master Chief, which is kind of interesting.
The rings will kill us all.
Yeah, it's, to me, I don't know, because we haven't seen Master Chief take off his helmet in the game, so getting like a decently well-known actor to play him makes me think that maybe
Well,
it
and
will use the
his head and his face kind of looks similar to what they had John look like as a child in the animated shows, like Fall of Reach, not shows, but like short films. And it is a similar profile as to what they have had in the lore.
Yeah, and I think that's when it first got announced. I told you, like, he does kind of remind me of like Master Chief in a way. Like his voice, they do a little bit of audio editing, like it would sound very close to it.
Yeah.
Um,
At the
but
same
he's a tall
time,
dude.
he's only like in that era that the show's being based. He's only supposed to be like what 16.
I think maybe a little bit older than that, but still younger.
Yeah. So that's
Um,
exciting news. Like I said, there was some worry earlier in the past couple of weeks about the show itself, but it looks like Showtime is really going to get this off the ground, and that's good news because it's been 6 years since its announcement.
Yeah, they also had cast a new an Australian up and coming actress. I probably am saying her name wrong, but Yeren Ha, who apparently will be playing a character known as Quan Ah. She's described as being a shrewd, audacious 16-year-old from the outer colonies who meets Master Chief at a fateful time for them both. Um, and the movie, or not the movie, the TV show will be filming in Hungary starting in the fall. Um, it's so it has two showrunners at the time and a pretty well known director in terms of TV. His name's Otto Bathurst, I think. He had directed an episode or two of Black Mirror, which is a very popular TV show. So it'll be interesting to see what he brings to it.
Yep. So that's exciting news. It's finally getting off the ground, and we're going to get some Halo soon.
Yeah, and another big Xbox property that recently had news about its own entertainment property is Minecraft. Minecraft actually has a release date for their movie. It's March 4th, 2022. It's going to be directed by Peter Sollett, who did the 2008 movie Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. It does have a little write-up about what the movie will be about. It says, the story of a teenage girl and her unlikely group of adventurers. After the malevolent Ender Dragon sets out on a path of destruction, they must save their beautiful, blocky overworld. What are your thoughts on that, Sean?
I say good luck to them, and I don't have words. Minecraft doesn't need a movie.
Yeah, Minecraft is not a property that I don't think you can
No,
adapt it.
the fun of Minecraft is being in this world that is yours and you can do anything with. It is not going to in my opinion, this is very premature, but it's not going to translate on screen very well. I don't think it might make money, but the fun of Minecraft is how open it is and the creativity behind it. And people could say the same about Lego, but at least Lego had these sets and stuff. And they had stories going on, but Minecraft is totally built around creativity.
Yeah, it's a lot different. Like if like you're saying Lego, like Bionicles, they even had their own movies, but that's because they had a story structure already in their own universe, right? But with Minecraft, it's literally a sandbox. It's an open-ended book.
Yeah,
There isn't
and the
ending
problem
to the
with video
game,
game
but
movies, and this doesn't just go for Minecraft, but their biggest problem is you're taking the control away from the user. And when the control is taken away from the user, they no longer feel as immersed as they should. And if you look at the earlier video games, well, not earlier, but like 2000s, like Assassin's Creed, for example, great idea. But the original game wasn't anything to really talk about. Like it's the second game is where it came in and you had a story and all that, and it was fun to play, but that didn't translate well to film.
I
It
think
was a bad movie, but like good luck writing an Assassin's Creed movie in general.
I think that the problems were with Assassin's Creed are very different than what you're going to get with a
No,
Minecraft movie.
but you're taking the control away from the user. In Assassin's Creed, you get to explore this time, you get to explore the towns, you get to live in that time. And the storyline is there, but you don't have to do it. You could go and check out the Notre Dame. You can go and check out Big Ben. You have control over your character, where you lose that in a film. That is generally the biggest problem with video game movies, is that the user is losing the control of the character.
But we have seen some decent video game movies like Tomb Raider.
Yeah, but at the same time, at least the new Tomb Raider games are very streamlined. They do have that story, but you still take away a little bit of control from the user. But when you go to a more cinematic game, it translates a lot better because it's meant for that. And that's what the new Tomb Raider games have been, where that it translates to film. Although it didn't get received well by a lot of people, I liked it. But that's generally the problem you run into with video game movies, and they're going to run into that with Minecraft because that is the most creative game that's out there.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think that it's really an uphill battle they're not going to be able to win, in my opinion. I think like you said, will make money, but it's just not for me. Like the idea of a Minecraft movie just is not appealing to me at all.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like not almost like Skyrim would make a better movie than that because it's quite open. You could like just Elder Scrolls in general, you could explore that world because you have lore, you have these characters. You know what the world is. It would basically feel like in just a Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah, because you could essentially pick anyone out of the crowd in that universe
And
and
that
make
is because they have
tell it.
set that universe and the people know what that universe feels like and what to expect in that universe. But in Minecraft, it is so open and there's none of that. There is lore way out there. Herobrine, the creepers, that
What
kind of
about the
stuff.
Telltale game? Do
Sorry.
you think that the Telltale Minecraft story game? I mean, they built a narrative that kind of worked.
Yeah, but it's still Minecraft in general, it's more creative than any other thing, and you're going to be taking way too much control away from the user. Plus, what really should we be expecting from this game? You're a block dude walking around in blocks and you build stuff. Am I going to be watching a lumberjack movie?
Yeah, no, I was just playing a little bit of devil's advocate, but I completely agree. It's not a translatable property.
Yeah.
But like I said, wish them all the best. I mean, they're obviously very excited about it over
Yep.
at Mojang.
So it is early. We can't really speak to it, but that's my thoughts on it. But with that, I believe we have games coming up this month.
I just wanted to touch on this first before we get to the games coming out this week. Is that dates were announced for Xbox's E3 conference. So it will start at 1 p.m. Uh, what's PDT again, Sean?
I believe it's Pacific time.
Well, okay, 1 p.m. PDT. Sorry, I don't know what that
Pacific
time is.
Daylight Time.
Okay, Pacific Daylight Time. Um, and that's on Sunday, June 9th. You will
So,
be able to tune in on Mixer,
yeah,
YouTube
we're
as
going to
well.
be trying to have a live stream going, but we do have to check copyrights on that so that we don't get a strike and so that we can continue our live streams.
Yeah,
But we
we'll
do
be attempting to
plan
get
on live streaming the
about.
E3.
Yeah, we'll be attempting to get in contact with Microsoft about all that stuff so we can talk about it here while it's going on.
Yeah. And we'll have the live chat going and all that. It should be a good time. Some of the reactions that we've had during Microsoft conferences have been quite out there. Like last year, Halo comes on, and I kind of freaked out. So Halo's coming on again this year, and it's going to be good.
All right, and with that, we'll move on to what's coming out this week. So, on April 23rd, we have Mortal Kombat 11. Get back get back over here. Mortal Kombat 11 is the next evolution of the iconic franchise, featuring new in-depth character customization options to make the fighters feel like your own. And the new Xbox One X enhanced graphics engine showcases every skull-shattering, eye-popping moment, bringing you closer to the fight than ever before, and its cinematic story mode continues the epic saga.
With that one, I am kind of curious to see what the Xbox One X enhancements do look like.
The footage that I've seen looks very, very good. Like they
Yeah,
really
but I mean,
stepped up.
like compared to the original Xbox One, that's what I'm kind of curious about.
Oh, okay. On April 24th, we have Zeroptian Invasion, a classic game of pixelated graphics and amazing chip-tuned melodies inspired by classics such as Space Invaders, Galaga, and Centipede. Travel back in time with this classic shoot 'em up with mechanics from arcades of the 80s. On April 24th, we have Unknown Fate, a single player first person puzzle adventure with a mysterious story, puzzles to solve, and enemies to defeat. Travel to incredible worlds, solving the puzzles around you and collecting your character's lost memories to uncover the truth about his journey. On April 26th, we have Ugly Dolls, an imperfect adventure. A whole horde of robots are on the loose and taking over Uglyville, trying to make it perfect. Play as either Moxie or Ox and team up with fellow Ugly dolls Bobo, Icebat, Wage, and Ugly Dog as you explore the adorable quirkiness of Uglyville and work together to send those uptight robots back to where they came from. Features two-player co-op. Features local two-player co-op.
All right.
That is the
All
games.
right. So with that, I believe we have some games with gold, or is that it?
I forgot to check. Let me just quickly look that up.
I do also know that right now there are Microsoft Spring sales going on. One of them was on Game Pass. There's a 14-day free trial, or there's 3 months for $1. I picked that up the other day, and I know my Xbox was prompting me that there's some games on sale as well. So if you have time, pop on by the Microsoft Store on your Xbox and check that out. So in the meantime, while Austin's pulling that up, this week I personally haven't been playing a ton of games. Been a little bit busy. I have started playing some more Madden. That's kind of my go-to game. We've played a little bit of Fortnite, and we've picked up A Way Out again. We haven't been recording this time. We have found that the editing of the recording was very, very above what we thought it would be. But we've been playing the game. It's a great game. I highly recommend it. Fantastic game. There's so many hidden mini games throughout it too, like horseshoes, darts, baseball, that you could waste so much time playing, and it's so much fun. So I recommend you check that out. So, Austin, do we have some games with gold?
I couldn't find any information, but we'll make sure to maybe tweet it out if we find out if I was wrong.
Okay, I am pretty sure that they haven't changed since last week. So I believe they have stayed the same. But with that, that's all the news I have. Here we go. I'm not going to pull them up, but games with gold for April. The Technomancer. Outcast Second Contact. Oh, I have ad blocker, so my view just got blocked. One moment. So it's the Technomancer, Outcast Second Contact, Star Wars Bell. Oh no, that's done. Sorry, but Ghost Recon Advanced Warfare 2. You can get that till the end of the month, and then Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2. That's what I have.
And I do believe that we had covered that when they were announced.
Yeah, I believe so too. So with that, I have no news to add. Austin, what have you been playing this week?
I believe this week I haven't really touched too much, just because it's going to be another busy time for me in the school year. But touched a little bit of the first Mass Effect. Like you said, played a little bit of A Way Out, some Fortnite. I don't know if I mentioned this last week, but I had finished up Prey, the Bethesda one. It was a very good game. So that's on Game Pass now. Do recommend that you check it out. But yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Awesome. So I think with that, that's all we have for this week. And I'd just like to thank our viewers for tuning in. If you liked our video, make sure to subscribe. If you didn't like it, make sure to hit that dislike button and let us know what we could do better. If you hit that dislike button and you don't leave any comments, then there's nothing we could do to help you. Feedback is greatly appreciated. And we appreciate any comments we get, actually, and any thumbs up or thumbs down we get. If you want us to talk about a certain thing on the show, just let us know in the comments below. If you want us to review a game that you liked growing up, let us know, and we can work on that. It maybe not in our live streams, but we're always looking for new games to play, and if it helps create content for this channel, that's fantastic. So make sure to subscribe to our page, follow us on Twitter, and make sure to follow us on the Twitch. We're normally not on the Twitch, but there's chances that we will be in the coming future. So we have that. So YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. All right. I'd like to thank yet again everyone for joining in. Thank you, Austin, for joining today as well and bringing the news and talking about Xbox. The community greatly appreciates your contribution, and I do too. So, all right. Have a good one, Austin.
Yeah, you too.
And take care.